Hi, everyone. Today's Thursday, September 3rd. We're going to go over expectations. We're reviewing yesterday's lesson, and then I'm going to show you the geographic features and landforms for today. So if you're ever in a live meet, our expectations are you keep your mic on mute. Please keep your camera on. You're going to use the chat box for questions. Remember what's learned here leaves here. And then when you're able to please contribute to today's learning. So this was answered today, answer in the chat, and it was what is your favorite season or type of weather and why? And then we played a little fun game called Kahoot. Hopefully you are very familiar with this. And then before we did that, we had answered some questions about yesterday. How did it go? What questions do you have? How well do you think you know the oceans and continents? And then I'm going to show you what you're doing on your own. So you're reviewing landforms and climates by viewing the Google slides that are titled Geographic Features and Climate Zones. You're going to watch videos and click on the links, which is a quiz is, and then you're going to answer the discussion question in Schoology and reply to at least one other person following the guidelines provided. So in Schoology, you're going to go to your Thursday folder for under August 31st through September 4th. And right here, I have already embedded the slides. And so you need to look at the guided question. So how does geography affect where people live? And it affects people all the time. Like recently we had a hurricane come through Louisiana and people had to evacuate. So what happened here in San Antonio? The Grand Hyatt had to house all those people. They went from zero capacity to like full because that hurricane was going to affect their home and they had to leave. So imagine you having to pack what you can and getting out of there as soon as you can. So it does affect. All right. You are to watch this video on the left for types of landforms. And then you're going to click on this link to play the landforms quizzes. So you're going to click on that link and it'll open up in a new tab. Make sure you put your name in there. I'm going to leave mine under me. And then you hit start. So you're going to start. Hold on. Skip for now. So you're going to start the game. I didn't log in. So 3, 2, 1. So when sediments build up where a river enters an ocean, creating more branches. I think it's a delta. That is correct. It'll move on to the next one. Converging on the right answer. So you move up the ladder. What type of landform is a flowing body of fresh water? Okay. The faster you answer, the more points you're going to get. So I'm going to stop. And I'm going to go back. Okay. So you're going to play a fun little game there. And then remember, physical maps provide us with information about geographic features. So where you see green, you usually have like the plains and it's very grassy. Then you have, this is the United States geography map. So you should be able to know that just by looking at it. And also it tells you United States, tells you right here in the left-hand box. And so make sure you read, and you learned this yesterday, reading the titles of a map. We have our, let me draw. We have our scale right there. We have our title right here. We have our grid lines that you can see them right there. We have our compass rose right there. So this is everything you learned yesterday. Did I skip too many? No, we didn't. Okay. So what is climate? You're going to watch this video and then you're going to go on to the next slide and it says climate maps. So it's a type of thematic map. If it has a theme, like if you're like, it shows you food or where minerals are found or where animals are found, that's a theme. Okay, so that's a thematic map with theme. We will notice that maps sometimes use different names for climate zones, and that's okay. So you have the green, which says the darker green at the very top that says humid tropical. And then you have different shades of purple. So marine west coast, which hopefully you see that that's over here in the west coast. Humid continental, which is all of this purple, or subarctic, but I would believe that shade is more the humid continental. Next step, you're going to answer the discussion question in Schoology. Make sure to follow the instructions carefully. You must respond to the question and to a classmate for full credit. Okay, so you have to answer it and then respond to someone. If you're like one of the first persons to respond in your class, get on a few minutes later, and then by then everyone should have answered already. So make sure you go back. I don't want to hear, well, I was the first one. Okay, you can go back. You can give it a few more minutes, 5-10 minutes, and then get on. And here is your question under discussions. Step 1. Answer the following prompt in at least 3 complete sentences. That is, you need to write in 3 complete sentences or more. Describe how your summer break was impacted by the climate and or geographic features. It's kind of easy. It's hot here. That should be a sentence already there. You may use the following sentence stems to help you get started. Over the break, and then finish the rest out. Or you can use one way the climate affected my summer break was, finish it out. I saw or visited a blank. So it could be like, I saw the Grand Canyon over my summer break. However, or wherever you went. If you didn't go anywhere, like some of us, then just say how it can impact the climate or the geographic features. Writer's block. So that means, are you having a hard time writing? Try answering some of these questions to help you write your response. What was the weather like most of the time? Hot. How did the weather affect what you did or did not do over the summer? Maybe you wanted to do something and the weather changed. It does rain a couple times here. So maybe that happened on one of the days you had an activity. Did you visit any landforms? Rivers, lakes, mountains, hills? If you went tubing at the river, that is a landform. If you went to Medina Lake or Canyon Lake, that is a landform. You can include that. What did you do there? Did you walk? Did you swim? Did you hike? Did you just sunbathe? Did you whatever? That's what you are answering. Step 2. After you have posted your response, read the responses of your classmates and respond to at least one person by making a connection. You may use the following sentence stems to help you with your response. So let's say I already wrote mine. Over break, I went to Medina Lake twice. A few weeks later, we went to Paradise Canyon and we went swimming. Or you could put like one day we planned to go to SeaWorld, but it rained. Okay, those are my 3 complete sentences. So if you're responding to me where it says classmate's name, you could put, Coach Siller, I also did something similar over the summer. And then you're going to tell me what you did. Or you can put, that sounds interesting, Coach Siller. What was it like to go to Paradise Canyon? And then see, so you're making a connection with your peers. You're doing that in this discussion box right here. Then you're going to hit submit. And again, if you're the first person, just wait for someone else to reply.